We'll go over this here. I wanted to show you my train of thought. This is just tickle here. That's all. But uh, let's see. Um, did want to show all this, and what you end up getting with this here, this CCA. It's like see the land AI 46. Something with you get Rebecca McBrain, and it's Pizza Guy as Slug Lion King, and that this was rat of it because we're looking at Elon Musk. Okay, and why my brother doesn't like Elon Musk. So this goes back to you know the grounds of the younglings would come over when he was with his old girlfriend in Owensboro. So then MC Brain is either uh, cranium um, worked on. I don't know. That goes to speak of Thyatira, but I'm not sure about that. Um, and then MC um, beloved brain. So kind of opposites that he knew that I was studying or whatever. But this was a rat of it for the Elon Musk K. Elon, in the city, you know, for uh, I believe that's Luke, right? Luke was the young one who would listen to the stories of the apostles. I think, but it could be Mark. I don't know. I think it's Luke though. So sorry about that. I'm just trying to put it into words here. So that's the Elon Musk. Now he shows up with all this um, because it ends up being a 10-year with one of these 926s in that video of Decoding End Times, which is based off all this info is based off of. But you even have 29 March and then June 2019. So I'm looking at a 3-month thing that would culminate in a pure river, really, for what we're doing now. But we could be past it all. I don't know. But so um, last night I went over to my brother's for the 4th of July, and they had been drinking all day. And this guy Frank came over, and they were like, "Oh, our favorite neighbors," And we went over to my brother's in-laws' house and just were in a tent on the front lawn. And Frank and his wife and his two twin daughters came over. They were like in their teens, and like I introduced myself to each of them, shook all their hands, and they were like Barack, they were like, "Is this Barack and Blake?" And but they already knew Blake and Baruch, like because Brooke Ann was there too. She had just gotten off the flight, and so they had made a joke about Barack Obama or whatever, and that one of the kids had seen this guy that looked like Barack Obama at the store, and then they said my name like Barack or whatever. So that was like okay, and then so then I was a little bit uh I was like looser in my body. Like I found a good spot to sit. Like I sat on the front porch, the step, and like I felt comfortable to like talk and stuff. Just like not as like twitching and everything like I do, like tapping or whatever. I felt okay, and I didn't drink or anything, but like I did have one beer at the end, but like um so then like the whole thing was they kept asking me like what do you want to drink or whatever, and like it is a little weird with the in-laws of Blake because like they drink a lot, and then I guess they think because I have mental illness or whatever, like I can't drink or anything, like, oh, it's weird or something to ask or whatever. And that's okay. I don't drink really. If I do, it's at one occasion. I just have one or two. So I was like, and he's so then my brother's in-law dad is like, um, you know, I find that a Mountain Dew is very refreshing or something, or hits the spot. And he was just joking. So it was like a big procedure to go and get the Mountain Dew. It's like everyone probably noticed it. So then, like, I get the Mountain Dew and then I'm just drinking or whatever. And then later on, I go in the cooler and she's like, my brother's in law mom is like, there's other soft drinks in the fridge. And I'm like, oh, it's all good. And I just get a Michelob Ultra out of the cooler, which was right there. So then I even said later, I'm like, well, everyone else is winding down and I'm having one beer. Like, like I was just joking. So, but like it was noticed. So then the other thing that happened was right when I got the beer, my mom like did this little like movement or something with her hand, and I went over there and stood in front of her, and she's like, "Did you have dessert?" And I'm like, "I had the key lime pie. I had the key lime pie." And I was like laughing or whatever, and like that was a little bit weird because you know because of my presence and stuff, the way I look, like I stand out if I have any big movements like that when I'm at a function, because or junction or whatever, because like everyone else is like sitting down or whatever. So but I was sitting down pretty much the whole time, and I was talking to my brother and his brother-in-law about the Tyler Perry in Georgia, because he lives in Georgia. The brother-in-law does, and works for Delta. And like I was talking about that, and I talked about Tustin, like how it was like an army base in Tustin by the movie theater. Like I talked about some of the weird stuff, but like I kept it cool. I kept it cool. Like I didn't go too deep into any of it, but like they were talking about basketball too. Like I chimed in on some of that and just said like I was like, when is UK basketball? When are those games, that stretch that's like really hard? And Blake said late September to October, it's gonna be really hard for UK. So I was like, okay. And then like, tried to compliment people or whatever, and like just keep it cool. So so at one point, my brother, his brother-in-law, it looked like he was undone, and like but like undone not as a fallen like how they are, but like he let down his guard and went like his synagogue of Satan came out, and like he was talking like that for a minute, and being a wall, like a force to block the goodness of my brother. And he was talking to my brother's mom-in-law like that, like how he was being a force to block my brother's goodness and like get him distracted from like being a warrior for God. And like but he said it in very like subtle snake terms, you know what I mean? Like it was all like in the moment active war stuff. But he did let his guard down and was like talking like almost kind of like not really, like he used a different voice. It was like a higher voice or something. I could tell like, and I think that the other people might have noticed that, or I thought they did. I thought they did, but I don't think they did. So or if they did, they didn't really, they didn't care, I guess. But so then we get in a picture for the family, and I say Scooby or something. I was like Scooby, like trying to make everybody laugh for the picture. So this is Terry Donahue. Okay, this is all Terry Donahue because it's be needy, the drink. It's all Terry Donahue. And see, what I thought was my Aunt Donna on my mom or on my dad's side, she would call my grandpa a fag or whatever, like just in a derogatory sense, like for like to say jerk or whatever. So and my grandpa, he's not he's not like that, and he was a pilot for TWA, and like so that's 6.617.1, and so then um I thought that the woman had been Hond, because these people, I recognized them. They were Eastern Kentucky people who had moved there, and like their nose, their facial structure like looked familiar, but the mom was like blonde. But I'm like, I don't know, they look familiar or something. Maybe I don't know, but like I didn't put it together until afterwards. So, and then like I even thought, because I did good speaking, I was like, rule thou in the midst of thy enemies, like in the dwell in the wood in Carmel. I was like, man, I think I might have nailed that tonight, but I don't know. Like I want to keep it humble. I don't know. But like I think I might have nailed that tonight, because like I thought that I did. Like I thought I did okay. And like even though they were trying to come at me, they said some military stuff. They were saying some stuff like that, and it was the fourth. And like I came back with something else each time. It was like I knew what to say. Like Jesus helped me. So um so then that Donna, and then who, and then E. So it was like the mask came off or whatever by that Scooby or something, but it was really the claws had been undone. The claws. It was really the idol shepherd talked about there. So Terry, but see, this actually it takes me so long to break these down in the way that they see it. I'm sorry, okay? So the way that they see it was be needy, drink, and then he's like Randy Quaid and gay like Randy Quaid or something. And then this is act like a man at the wedding, like um that that was the relation or something. Whenever said it's act like am an at the wedding. This goes back to my brother's wedding. Whenever I got mad at my girlfriend at the time, and I said, would you want me uh to say to your aunt like that? And I didn't know her aunt, but I knew of her, and I at the time, and say that I would like to work on Photoshop with her or whatever, and like I have more fun doing that than spending time with my girlfriend, and just so I like choose her family over her, and that was supposed to be a Han for her, that that like she got what I was saying, because she got a little bit, she drank a little bit too much, and said some things to my family like, even if me and Brock don't work out, I'll still be friends with his family. And I kind of got mad. And like she tried to touch me or whatever, and like I like brushed her off. So then that's whenever like Z and some people saw that and said that I was abusive. But like I wasn't. I was just mad in the moment and kind of like pushing her off, like, but not like, not too forceful, but I am a big guy, so I I was in the wrong. So so this is Don, and then A, who E. So the mask came off last night, hopefully, and we can get to the rapture because the mask is off now. So so um so I even said Scooby to the, because and then it even read like maybe the girls, maybe the twins had seen the claw. So then it was actually good that I said Scooby, because they might have been a Hook, is how it read. They were Hook. So shaking. That's all I'm saying. So this is the body here. These two are the body, and this is the head. We'll say we'll have this be the neck. Okay. Neck. All right. So it's just one, I got a full mirror right here in front of me, over there, and like I can see my head, and I'm like, maybe I don't know, like was my cranium like worked on? Like I don't know. It's just kind of me tripping, like looking at the mirror because I have a good view of it, of like my head, my bald head or whatever. But like I don't know, like they know how you are thinking, though, so they know how to speak. That's all it is. So thank you.